Hello everyone, it is Gogio4 with you once again. How are you guys doing on this wonderful weekend? I want to talk to you guys about the big event of this month coming up next week, ladies and gentlemen. Entertainment Expo something. I don't know what the 3 stands for. E3 is next week in LA from June 14th to 16th. So basically next Sunday. So a week from today. It starts Sunday night. And I want to talk to you about the games I'm most excited for, or the games that are going to be featured. If you hadn't heard already, I'm not sure if you know, maybe if you know what it is, but the new Fallout 4 trailer got released, so that's what everybody's been talking about. I'm not the biggest Fallout fan, but I mean, it does look pretty neat. I did play 3 in New Vegas. I thought they were pretty cool, I guess. Well-made apocalypse RPG games, so I was like, yeah, cool. So if you're a fan of that, I'm sure you've seen it by now already. But that's going to be one of the big things at E3 is Bethesda's announcing Fallout 4 and probably showing gameplay footage, and everyone's going to be freaking out. So, and then of course there's the obvious stuff, Assassin's Creed. You know, Ubisoft always shows some gameplay footage. Halo 5 is probably going to get more gameplay footage. Black Ops 3 is probably going to get footage. I mean, all the obvious stuff. But I am looking forward to seeing more Halo 5 footage, maybe a new trailer. So that would be cool. Another one I'm pretty excited for, though, is Star Wars Battlefront from EA, and to hopefully get some more footage. We haven't even really gotten gameplay footage yet, so I think that should be cool. Because the trailer they showed us wasn't really gameplay footage. It was like a trailer using assets from the game, models from the game, but it wasn't like made like in-game. So it would be cool to actually see the gameplay footage, see the maps, the classes, or I guess the lack of classes you have. Not sure how that works. Just to see how the game works. Because I know some people, after the trailer were announced, announced some of the features. Some people were disappointed, some were lacking. No space battles, no classes, none of the prequel content, only original trilogy battles. So yeah, we will see how EA responds, and they'll probably try and show off. But wait, this game is still awesome. Oh yeah, no main campaign, no story mode, so we'll see. But the other thing I'm actually excited about is Visceral Games, the guys who did the new Battlefield Hardline, are working on a new Star Wars game, a third-person action game of their own, and it's heavily rumored it's going to be a Han Solo spin-off game. And I'm wondering if it'll be built on the Star Wars 1313 that was in development. There's footage of it, like 6 minutes of gameplay footage that they showed. It looks pretty cool, the gameplay footage of that game, of what was going to be. So I'm a little disappointed it got canceled. It looks better than Force Unleashed for sure. So I'm excited to see what Visceral Games comes up with. Now it's just a question of, did they pick up on 1313 and finish it, or do they make a whole new game, or what is it? But yeah, I would rather honestly see a Han Solo spin-off game than a movie for sure, because at least, like, you know, a game you actually get to experience playing as Han Solo. So we'll see what they show off. I'm excited for to get announced is the new Mass Effect, and to see what that looks like. I'm a big fan of BioWare. They also announced that they're working on a new IP. I think it's brand new, a new original IP, so I'm excited to see what they do with that too. BioWare makes some great games. I mean, you can't deny that. I mean, I know not every one of us is a fan of the Old Republic MMO, but I think a lot of people love KOTOR 1 and 2, and of course Mass Effect, the trilogy. So I'm excited to see where the new Mass Effect goes, and what their new IP is. Yeah. I wonder if it will be sci-fi or fantasy or whatever it is. So that should be a pretty big thing. But I think for me, the game I'm looking forward to the most will actually be Gears of War. About a year ago, or no, yeah, about a year and a half ago, Microsoft bought the rights from Epic Games to Gears of War. Maybe some of you heard about this or not, and gave it to their studio called Black Tusk Studios. Well, like last week, Black Tusk Studios officially changed their name to The Coalition, and announced that they are working on new Gears of War content. Now, a couple months ago, some gameplay footage leaked showing what looked like a Gears of War 1 remaster for the Xbox One, at least of the first game. So it looks like this new studio, Black Tusk formerly, now is the Coalition, is working on a remaster of Gears of War 1 for the Xbox and a new Gears of War game. So yeah, that's going to be announced Monday at 4 p.m. So in a week we'll get to see and hear what the new Gears of War is going to be and what the new content's going to be. So I mean, I'm imagining kind of this is very similar to what 343 Studios did with Halo, with what Microsoft did. You know, they had the Halo Anniversary, then they had Halo 4, the Forward Unto Dawn movie, and then they had, you know, all the little mobile games. Now they have Halo 5 and the Master Chief Collection. So expect something kind of similar to that from the Coalition. If they don't do a remaster of all of the Gears of War games, they'll at least do the first one and then do a release of all the rest. And then, of course, the new Gears of War game and new stuff about Gears of War. So I'm pretty pumped for that. I don't know. I never played Judgment, but I was really excited for Gears of War 3. It's still, like, the Gears of War franchise is still one of my favorite franchises, video games. So I'm excited to see a brand new game for Gears of War. Also, it'll be awesome to finally get to play Gears of War on the Xbox One. So hell yeah. And yeah, I'll just be excited because it means now it's a new franchise to see where the story goes from here. So yeah, so that's what I'm most excited for at E3. So check it out next week, Sunday to Tuesday, starting on the 14th. Alright guys, have a good day. Like, subscribe, all that jazz. Bye!